Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video of Fox Flicks on Prog Magic. Today we're gonna see what if the legendary titans, aka the Regis, will dual type to Pokemon. Let's go.
The Regis, formerly known as the Legendary Titans, monstrous golems made up of the element of their
Ice,
singular type,
Dragon,
with each representing a different
Lightning,
period of time or age, aside from
Stone.
REGIS, who created them all, therefore spanning all time and creation.
What, no steel?
The Pokemon community has long wondered what a Regi of every type might look like, and we've even covered that here on the channel. But what possibilities might
Check out that video if you want to see my reaction to that, or just check out his original video if you want to react for yourself.
unfold if we made dual-typed Regis? Hey everyone, Brandon here. A little over a year ago was our Regi of every type video, and with that being one of our most popular videos on the channel, I wanted to make a bit of a sequel, and the idea for dual-typed Regis came to mind. Though, with there being 306 different dual typings a Pokemon can have, I am certainly not going to try and shove 306 different designs into one video. My wallet would hurt a lot if I did something like that. So how do we narrow it down? Well, what if we gave the existing Regis a secondary type? This led me to the question of, what if we brought their Aegis concept to the present day? And their secondary type could match something happening to that element in our current age. So since I can't draw, I worked with artists.
Now that's an idea. I like it.
Fungus Fakemon to bring my concepts to life. They did a fantastic job, so make sure to check them out. With these dual type Regis, what we envisioned is that they're almost like corrupt evolutions to their original forms, having been forced to evolve by an also very much corrupted evolution of Regigigas, Regitheus. But that's something we'll
wait, how did he say that? Regitheus? Repeat that?
By an also very much corrupted evolution of Regigigas, Regitheus. But
Regitheus. Okay, I think I get that now. Oh, alright.
That's something we'll revisit later on. First, let's talk about the first Regi in the Dex, Regirock, a stone golem representing the Stone Age. According to its Dex entries, it can repair itself by gathering new rocks to replace old, damaged ones. But what if it lost that ability due to an overexploitation of the natural resources around it? With that, and a little help from Regitheus, it would evolve into Regihollow.
Whoa.
This rock and ghost type channels the spirits of the dead through its ghastly amethyst-like crystals, using their energy to move its broken, thinned-out limbs, as it can no longer keep them together itself. Its giant, claw-like hands even mirror the very excavation equipment that made it this way, using them to scrounge up whatever rocks it can add to itself, desperately trying to survive, but also stealing vital resources from humanity. Its hollowed-out
oh, come on. No. Okay, well back. Sorry about that.
Chest looks like the site of a strip mine, the real-world process of removing material from a chunk of land in an attempt to find the ore beneath. This hole is also reminiscent of the holes in the chests of Hollows from Bleach, which Regihollow, oh so coincidentally, shares its name with. Its eyes are shaped like a pickaxe to reference the overmining that made it end up this way. Altogether, it gives the appearance of a large, shambling zombie that has lost its legs, marching towards you with its mouth agape. The original Regi trio didn't get amazing type-boosting abilities like Aleki or Drago did, so Regihollow would receive a new ability called Gravestone that would act like Dragon's Maw or Transistor, but only a 1.25 times multiplier to both Rock and Ghost-type moves. Now, the resources that were mined to make Regihollow had to be sent somewhere, right? In comes Regiwaste, a Steel Poison type. This Pokemon was brought about as humanity began to expand and industrialize more of the Pokemon world. Corporations captured Registeel for its mysterious metal, stripping away and harvesting parts of it but leaving its main body behind. They would use these metals, refining them to make stronger buildings, weapons, and refineries to keep the cycle going. An enraged Regitheus came upon the husk of Registeel and gave it new life, making it reflect the buildings and refineries that were built using its body. Regiwaste uses its long, spindly fingers to suck up—
it kind of almost looks like just a steel Stonejaw. Oh, that walking stone monolith Pokemon. I almost call it Digimon. And oh my god, just shot myself in the foot. But still, it just looks like a steel Stonejaw, doesn't it? I can't be the only one that sees that. Come on.
Up material that it can refine and make better, but will spew out noxious fumes out of the top of its two tower-like appendages. It has neon flowing through its body to reference futuristic dystopian cities like the ones from Blade Runner, Akira, and Ghost in the Shell. Though the towers are sturdy, the hands and legs are fractured and decayed. We wanted everything but the body and the top of the towers to look like a battered, rusty, unstable foundation that led up to the smoke from the refineries, much like the broken civilization that these towers rest on top of and perpetuate. Pretty dark stuff, I know, but Hey, it isn't called Dystopia for nothing. The toxicity of this Pokemon is furthered by its new ability, Caustic, which can boost Poison-type moves by double, but Steel-type moves used the turn after will do half damage. It would also gain a new Poison-type move called Rust, which actually does super effective damage to Steel-types. As you can imagine, all these toxic fumes Regiwaste produces can't be good for the ozone layer. Well, it became especially hard on Regice, whose body couldn't maintain its icy shape anymore, and despite all odds, began to melt. To save Regice, Regitheus took the watery melting part of its body and infused life into it, making an entirely new Regi, one that is still attached to Regice. The combination of these two Regis formed Regimatter. Naturally, with its upper half being ice and its bottom half being watery slush.
No, yeah, that's actually kind of cool. Well, you get the ice slush of water at the bottom, and then an ice... Wait a minute! It's just Gate Guardian from Yu-Gi-Oh! This is literally Gate Guardian from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, look at that! And just slap it on her face there and boom! It's Gate Guardian! That's cool!
It's an ice-water type. With Regice's body being made of Antarctic ice, and Regimatter's relationship with Regiwaste and its melted appearance, this all fits together to refer to global warming and the melting polar ice caps. Its name, Regimatter, comes from the states of matter water can become. Solid, the icy top half, liquid, the watery bottom half, and gas, which is displayed via the mist on its back. This mist is also meant to depict the rapid methane gas emissions that come from the deglaciations of the Arctic ice sheets. Regimatter being two Regis in one is also a reference to the Gemini zodiac sign. With Gemini being an air sign, it also ties into the gas portion of the three states of matter of Regimatter's design. Obviously, with so much of its design being made up of the states of matter, it has command over the three states, using moves that incorporate two or more of these, such as Icy Wind, Chilling Water, and Mist. It would also have an ability to
Okay, out of all that he's done so far, Regimatter is my favorite.
Match called Hydrologic, which boosts moves that use two or more states of matter. It uses this ability to cause destructive weather patterns that could put entire regions in danger. The proportions of its body and the eye shape on the lower half references icebergs, with it having a smaller top half and a larger bottom half. Much like icebergs have a small bit of ice sticking out of the water's surface, with much more below. All this advancement of the Pokemon world leads to advancement in technology, of course. With the technology requiring larger and larger amounts of electricity, the world needed an indefinite energy source to power this bright new civilization. So, researchers sought out and captured Regieleki. They would go on to plug it into their central power source, fueling multiple regions, which eventually led to Aleki slowly starting to become one with the technology it was attached to. Rather than set it free, Regitheus decided to complete the fusion of Aleki and technology to create Regineuron, a technological hive mind connected to everything electronic within the region it powers, with it able to control the
I'm guessing electric and psychic type.
Flow of energy and information. Regineuron is, in a sense, omnipresent, always watching. This is of course inspired by George Orwell's famous book, 1984. The brain and computers have a lot in common when it comes to how information is delivered, sending electrical signals to different places to make its body do different actions. This is where Regineuron
come on. No wonder. And we're back.
Gets its name in typing, with it being an electric psychic type, and with neurons being the information centers of the mind that send electrical impulses to transmit information. In Regineuron's design, you can see the folds of a brain that are also reminiscent of lightning bolts, and its hands emulate the symbol for a Wi-Fi signal. Its legs come together with the body to look like a neuron itself, but when combined with the Wi-Fi signal hands, looks almost like a radio or Wi-Fi tower, sending out whatever kinds of signals it wants to, brainwashing the population that imprison Regineuron to do its bidding. Speaking of, it would receive a new psychic-type move called Brainwash, which would erase any stat changes and make the opposing Pokemon skip their turn. Since Regieleki already had Transistor, its ability would evolve into something like Regihollow's Gravestone, but for electric and psychic-type moves instead, which would be named Amplifier. But how exactly would Regineuron subjugate the masses? With a society so built upon technology, the best way is through the media they consume, subliminally warping their minds. But how could Regineuron manipulate the media? How about through a cute character? One that is so irresistibly alluring that it distracts them from the actual message being sent to their minds. Enter Regipuff, a dragon fairy type that was created by both Regineuron and Regitheus. After Regieleki was abducted and became Regineuron, Regidrago became hellbent on returning it to the temple they once shared. Its destructive attempts at rescue became increasingly inconvenient to Regineuron's plan to brainwash the masses. So Regineuron employed the help of Regitheus to quell and transmogrify Regidrago into the cute, harmless,
and it went from a Charizard skull into a Dragonite skull. No! Look at how they've massacred my boy! Oh, God!
and monetizable Regipuff. Yes, like I alluded to before, Regipuff would become the sort of mascot for Regineuron's mental manipulation campaign. Its cute charm but somewhat curvy body refers to the commercialization and sexualization in modern media, and especially when it comes to mythical creatures. Franchises like My Little Pony, How to Train Your Dragon, and even Pokemon itself have turned these fierce mythical creatures into adorable, merchandisable, and sometimes even sexually suggestive things. The community surrounding them have even taken it a step further with things like furries, scalies, and the like. And Pokemon certainly isn't not giving them more ammo for such things. To further the idea of the adorable dragon, the threatening, almost Charizard-like skull that makes up Regidrago's arms has been changed to the head of the adorable and derpy Dragonite. Like Alecki, Drago already had the Dragon-type move-boosting ability Dragon's Maw, which sounds much too threatening for the lovable Regipuff. So instead, we would give it the ability Dragon's Heart, which boosts Dragon-type moves by 1.25 times and gives it a 30% chance to infatuate the opponent. Regipuff gets its name from Puff the Magic Dragon, as well as Powder Puff, which is a word that is typically attributed to things that are cutesy or girl-oriented. As I said in the intro, that leads us to the Regi that caused all these transformations. Regitheus. Regigigas, who once shaped the Pokemon world by pulling the continents into their proper place, saw how humanity was treating...
He was like, I don't like how this is over here. That's better.
the planet it helped create. Natural disasters became more prevalent, the exploitation of resources sucking up the grandeur that it helped cultivate, and the incessant and mindless conflicts of the dominant species of the planet formed a fiery rage within Regigigas. And when that rage became uncontrollable, Regigigas evolved into Regitheus, a normal fire type and a burning, cracking shell of what it once was. Fueled by its anger, Regitheus sought revenge on humanity, using and corrupting each of the Regis to help destroy it. By stealing their resources, polluting their air, destabilizing their weather, and taking over their very minds. Regitheus gets its name from the Greek titan of fire, Prometheus, who stole fire from the gods of Olympus and gave it to humanity in the form of knowledge, technology, and civilization, only to be eternally punished by the gods, and eventually for humanity to burn the world with the very fire he bestowed upon them. In this instance, Regigigas and Regitheus represent the idea of Mother Earth, or Gaia, the grandmother to Prometheus, and how we as a human race have treated her. Regigigas' Slow Start ability would become the new ability Rising Anger, which would act kind of like Slow Start, but instead, after only 3 turns, it would get a 1-stage boost to all its stats. Regitheus would truly be a terror if you managed to last that long in battle, or even capture it. And those are dual-typed Regis. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Well, I gotta say, this was an amazing video, an interesting concept, and one to check out for yourself as well. Well, let me know down in the comments below which one of those Regi dual types was your favorite, and I'll see all of you folks next time when we flick on. Peace out.